Hey, it's Adam, and welcome to Understanding Masculinity, Part 2, Finding Your Life Purpose. Now, finding your life purpose is absolutely essential if you are interested in embodying your divine masculine. This video is perfect for every single guy who wants to become more in touch with their masculine core. And this video is also important if you're a girl, but you still feel like your life lacks clarity or direction or purpose. All of the exercises, visualizations, techniques, I'm going to be going through a lot of them in this video. All of these are going to help you go through an internal soul searching process and help you discover what your life purpose is. So check out part 1 if you're interested in understanding masculine and feminine energy. The core of masculine energy is that it's purpose driven. If you want to be a superior man, and if you want to embody your divine masculine, you're going to need to have a clear purpose that motivates you and something that you are really passionate about. And I'm going to help you find that with a lot of the techniques and exercises in this video. So a lot of this information comes from from actualize.org. Leo Gura, he made an ultimate life purpose course. So a lot of these questions and exercises I got from there. A lot of them I discovered on my own that helped me find my own life purpose. I've taken questions from different authors and different books. So this is just a short amalgamation of all of these different life purpose exercises. Now, it's also important to understand that finding your life purpose is a massive topic that entire courses have been created about. So it's going to be impossible for me to get into the depth that I want to in this short video, even though it's probably going to be like 40 minutes long. But I'm going to also be introducing you to a lot of these ways of thinking that are going to start getting you thinking about what my life purpose could be and get these creative juices flowing. So let's get into it. What is a life purpose? Now, a life purpose is basically a fabricated meaning, something that's completely made up. And it's basically a meaning that you give to your own life, a reason for living. Now, this is extremely powerful. It's important to understand that life is inherently meaningless. There is no inherent meaning in life. Since everything occurs within your consciousness and within your mind, life doesn't have any inherent meaning save for the one that you give it. So you can choose what kind of meaning you want your life to have. You can completely make it up. And this is very liberating. You can choose what you want your life to be about, and then you can live that choice. Life purpose. Why would I even want to find my life purpose? What are the benefits? So some of the benefits of finding your life purpose and aligning your life to it is that you get to wake up excited in the morning. You get to have a lot of energy and internal motivation because whatever you've chosen your life purpose to be, this is the thing that you're the most passionate about. And this gives you a sense of contribution in the world, and you feel like your life is important, and you feel like what you're doing throughout the day, the way you're spending your time, you feel like you are contributing to something greater. And that is probably the best benefit of life purpose. It feels absolutely amazing. Other benefits of life purpose is that your life purpose cuts through all of the bullshit in your life that you don't want to be spending your time doing. So when your friends are asking you to hang out to do stupid stuff, or your boss is telling you to do menial tasks, or people are trying to distract you and pull you into their lives, you can tell them no. This is a core of masculinity. Following one path at the expense of all the other paths, because this one path, the one life purpose that I've committed my life to, this is the most important path, and all the other paths, I don't give a rat's ass about them. So this life purpose helps you cut through all the bullshit. Okay, what actually does a life purpose consist of? Now, this I got from Actualize.org's Ultimate Life Purpose course. Absolutely amazing. I'd recommend you purchasing it and taking it. A lot of amazing info in there. He says a life purpose is basically your top unique ability. So the thing that you are naturally good at, plus a meaningful impact that you want to have in the world. So the thing that you like to do the most. So let's say you are naturally drawn towards singing and you are a really good singer and this is what you love to do. And the impact that you want to have in the world is you want to help save the environment, let's say. So when we combine these things together, we can create a career or a life purpose that involves making music about saving the world and motivating and inspiring people to become more environmentally conscious with my singing. That's just a random example that I made up. Life purpose also has to do with committing to one path and mastering it. So finding a certain skill in life. So for me, that's making videos and speaking about topics that I feel like are the most important in life. So I am on the path towards mastering my skill, whatever my medium is. So if I'm a painter, I would be working with paint and mastering my skill through daily, everyday practice. So now I'm going to be getting into 5 questions, 5 main areas that are going to help you turn your attention inwards and really go deep into your heart and find, what am I most passionate about? What kind of impact do I want to make in the world? And also, all of these questions and the answers that you get from within yourself are going to give you a really good indicator for what your life purpose might be. So before we start this exercises, it's important that we take a deep breath, we relax, we surrender all of our fears, all of our doubts, because this is a very personal topic. When I ask you what you're the most passionate about, what's going to happen is your mind isn't even going to allow you to give an honest answer, because we've been conditioned by our society to be scared and to be worried that what we're most passionate about is not going to make us any money, or people are going to laugh at us, or it's not important. So all of this societal conditioning, we're going to try our best to take a deep breath and exhale all of that bullshit out. So let's get into the first exercise, one of my favorite ones that I got from Leo's Ultimate Life Purpose course. I think he may have gotten this from somewhere else, but whatever. Everything, we're all sharing the information here. This is called the $100 million question. And I find that this question is super, super powerful for cutting through a lot of our fears and getting us in touch with what our life purpose might be. So what is the $100 million question? Now I want you to imagine that you wake up tomorrow and there is $100 million sitting in your bank account. Now actually imagine this. There's $100 million. How awesome does that feel? Now, you can literally do whatever you want because now you have $100 million, so you can quit your job. You can tell your boss that he can suck it. You decide to share some money with your family. You decide to take a vacation to Hawaii and party and snort a bunch of lines of cocaine and sit on the beach and hang out with models, and you can party your ass off. You can do whatever you want. You can buy a yacht. You can buy an expensive car that you've always wanted. You can buy your dream home that you wanted to live in. You buy all these amazing things. You have $100 million. That's almost more money than you can even spend. So you spend a month partying and drinking and having doing all these life experiences that you've wanted to do. You go rock climbing, you go skydiving, and after a couple months, you start to get a little bit tired, a little bit worn out. You've been partying for months, and you wake up one morning in your beautiful house that you bought, and you realize, I have to burp. Okay. So you wake up in your beautiful house and you realize that, okay, I'm done partying. None of this stuff interests me anymore. I'm absolutely exhausted. I just want to rest. So you rest for the day. You do nothing. And you notice that your life feels empty. There's nothing left for you to do. You've done all the partying. You've done all the shallow stuff. You've got that all out of your system. Now you have $98 million left in your bank account. You don't have to work for money anymore in your life. Now, the question is, what are you going to do with the rest of your life? What are you going to do with your time? For me, the answer to this question is to make videos about consciousness, personal development, and to inspire people to improve themselves and raise their consciousness. That's what I would do with the rest of my life if I had $98 million. And I'd buy awesome cameras and lighting and everything. And I just literally sit down, read books, meditate, and make videos. But for you, it might be something different. What's the most important thing that you feel like you would want to do? Now, this question, I'd recommend rewatching it, getting into it, journaling about it, journaling your answer, and whatever your answer is, that's a clear indicator of what your life purpose might be. Okay, let's get into the next series of questions. I forgot to list them out, but luckily I can go out of frame and grab this book, The Big Leap. So these questions come from Gay Hendricks. And we're going to look at the zone of genius questions that I so conveniently forgot to put into my notes, but I have them right here. These questions you can write in a journal. I highly recommend all of these questions you journal about. And by answering these questions honestly and with a bunch of different answers and allowing your mind to really soak in the juices of these questions and really go deep and answer what these mean. So Gay Hendricks talks about your zone of genius. What is your zone of genius? What is the thing that you are made to do? What are you the absolute best at? And here's zone of genius question number 1. What do I most love to do? I love it so much I can do it for long periods of time without getting tired or bored. So what is that thing for you? For me, it's making videos. I can read books and make videos about them for hours without getting ever getting bored or tired. This is my zone of genius. And also, I just enjoy explaining things that are super complex, like spiral dynamics, explaining astrology, extremely complex, nuanced systems that I think are important for elevating the consciousness of humanity. So that's what I can do without getting tired. Your thing might be different. Here's genius question number 2. What work do I do that doesn't seem like work? I can do it all day long without ever getting tired or bored. So maybe for you, it might be helping people deal with their relationship problems. For you, it might be writing songs. For you, it might be planning and organizing parties or events. So what is the thing that you do, what work do you do that doesn't seem like work, and that you would do it even if you had to pay to do it? So let's not even think about getting paid for our work. What is the thing you would do? What would you pay to do? So I would pay money to go on meditation retreats and read books and make videos about them, which I do. I do pay money to do that. What's the thing that you would pay to do? Next genius question. In my work, what produces the highest ratio of abundance and satisfaction to amount of time spent? So what is the thing that you do in your work that even if you only do it for a couple minutes, that thing gives you the highest ratio of abundance and satisfaction? So for me personally, it's sitting down, relaxing, and meditating. Basically, that's the thing that gives me the most satisfaction. Even if I only do it for a couple minutes, that thing completely grounds me, makes me feel relaxed. Gay Hendricks uses his example. The thing that he likes to do the most is sit and meditate and just let his mind wander so that he comes up with amazing creative ideas. Genius question number 4. What is my unique ability? There's a special skill that I'm gifted with. This unique ability, fully realized and put to work, can provide enormous benefits to me and any organization I serve and all of humanity. So what is your unique ability? What are you specifically the best at that if you were to work on it and practice it, you could provide enormous benefits to any organization that you serve and also all of humanity? What are you the best at? These questions are awesome. For me, I guess it would be inspirational speaking and also understanding all of life from a big picture perspective and communicating complex, nuanced, spiritual, lofty ideas into simple, down-to-earth words that normal people can understand. But for you, it might be something completely different. Maybe you're really good at, I don't know, I can't even think an example off the top of my head right now, but those are the zone of genius questions. Another corollary question, which is super, super awesome, is what exact thing am I doing when I feel like I'm at my best? When I feel like I'm at my best, what is the exact thing that I'm doing? So for you, it might be making music or performing. It might be talking to someone and basically being a therapist to your friend, helping them with their emotional problem. For you, it might be storytelling or writing, or it might be building something like engineering, or it might even be playing video games or creating video games, software engineering, literally anything. When do you feel like you're at your best? What exactly are you doing? Okay. Now, next exercise. This is a good one. So, if I had a massive audience to talk to, if let's say tomorrow I had 100,000 subscribers on YouTube and I invited you to come onto my channel and you could say anything you want to the entire world and they wouldn't judge you, they wouldn't make fun of you, they would be eager to hear what you have to say. Everyone's excited to listen to you speak. Now, even if you don't have the best speaking abilities, let's imagine that you do. Let's imagine you can articulate exactly what you want to say. What would you say to the entire world? Now, that's a big one. This has to do with the impact that you want to have on the world. Maybe you talk to them about the environment, how we're ruining the environment and that everyone needs to work together and improve ourselves. We need to solve everyone's basic needs. We need to solve world hunger. Regardless of how it comes out, what would you say to the world? What do you think is the world's biggest problem that you specifically are the most passionate about? For me, it's understanding spirituality and enlightenment and consciousness and the mind. That's what I like talking about. That's what I think the world needs the most. For you, it might be something completely different. That's a good one to journal about and actually go through yourself. All of these questions, I'm skimming through them. These you actually have to do for yourself if you want to find your life purpose. This is a soul-searching process. Okay, so the next exercise you can do is to check out some personality tests. These are actually super fun, and I've gotten really deep into some of them, and I might even make deeper videos about them in the future because I think they're super, super interesting. I love understanding personality types. Two really, really good personality type tests you can do is number one, the Myers-Briggs personality type test on 16personalities.com. You answer a questionnaire as honestly as you can, and then they give you an entire 7-page report about your exact personality type. This is a really good way to learn about yourself. There's an entire page about good careers that are good for your personality type. So this type of process might open your mind towards new careers that highlight your strengths. Myers-Briggs is super accurate. I personally like it. I wouldn't take it on 100% blind faith, but it's definitely a good way to orient yourself towards your career. So for example, my type is ENTP. This means extroverted, intuitive thinking, and prospecting. And basically what this means is the stereotypical caricature for my type is the debater. So I like discussing ideas, and I like arguing for certain perspectives. I enjoy taking different perspectives on the world and trying to find which perspective is the most true or the most right by exploring many different perspectives and then talking about it. I like doing this through conversation, which is why it might feel sometimes in my videos, it sometimes feels like I'm having a conversation with myself, because in a lot of ways I am. So I want to be a speaker. I want to discuss ideas. And that happens to line right up with my Myers-Briggs personality type. So take the test, 16personalities.com. The next personality type test, which a lot of people might not like, but I really don't care about what you believe in. I care about effective ways for discovering your life purpose, is to check out a report on your astrology birth chart, your natal chart. A really good one is if you Google natal chart and go on cafeastrology.com, you can put in your birthday, your time of birth. You need to know the time of your birth and also the location of your birth. Now, this is actually extremely powerful. I've done a lot of natal charts for my friends. I've done a natal chart for myself, and Cafe Astrology gives you an extremely detailed interpretation of all of your, basically your astrology signs. So literally like the zodiac, like I'm a Pisces, my sun sign is Pisces, my moon sign is Pisces, my ascendant is Gemini, my Mercury's in Pisces. Literally, I've been getting really into astrology, and regardless of if you believe it or not, what I would like to submit to you is that if you don't believe in astrology, it basically just means that you haven't studied it deep enough, because this is a really ancient science that you can glean a lot of really deep understanding about yourself, other people, and also the entire world if you take it seriously. And you don't have to believe in astrology. You don't have to submit to this entire ideology, because a lot of it, can be inaccurate. But by reading your natal chart report on cafeastrology.com, you are gonna get a lot of insight about who you are as a person, what your strengths are, the way that you think, things that you're good at, your weaknesses, and this is super important. Okay, so now we're gonna move into some assorted life purpose questions. Some of these I got from David Data, some of them I got from Gay Hendricks, some of them I got from Leo, and some of them I just put in myself. Some of them are, right? So these questions, I highly recommend you journal about them. Just hearing me talk about them is not enough. You actually have to think about them yourself. And let's always go with our gut feeling. Let's not worry about the mind and the the ego trying to trick us? Let's go right into these questions and answer with our gut feeling. Question number 1. What is the greatest life challenge that I've struggled with and overcome? And a quote to think about this is by Joseph Campbell: "The cave that you are most afraid to enter lies your deepest treasure." So what is something that you feel like your life, what is the biggest struggle in your life? For me, it's been overcoming addictions, and really, I feel like I have a great difficulty disciplining myself with certain addictive things like weed or video games or porn or eating food. And I feel like my life is really just about disciplining myself with mindfulness and meditation and getting awareness over my thoughts. So that's what I'm passionate about talking about. So whatever that is for you, even if you haven't overcome it yet, that's something that you can help the world do, because that's something that you personally have overcome or are in the process of overcoming. So you can relate to other people's struggles. Next question. What would I do if I knew I could not fail? What's that thing? Next question. What am I most passionate about? What gets me going? What lights that fire within my heart? Next question. When do I feel most alive? What exactly am I doing? So it might be dancing. I feel freaking awesome when I'm dancing, or listening to music. When do you feel the most alive? Which 5 activities come effortless to me? So list 5 activities that you can do easily. If it was 3 in the morning and someone came and tapped you on the shoulder and woke you up and asked you to do something, what is that thing you can do even if you're groggy at 3 in the morning with absolutely no problem? For me, it would be explain some really complex, detailed psychological model, or explain why meditation is important, because literally that's all I care about, and I can do it in my sleep. What's that thing for you? Next question. I feel most authentic when I'm doing blank. I feel most authentic, most me, when I'm doing blank. Next question. What is my ultimate, deepest reason for living life? Why do you live? Why haven't you killed yourself yet? Like, why? What's the point? Why did you come to Earth? Why have you incarnated in a human body? You think it was just random? You think it was just some random chance that all of a sudden, holy shit, there's a perfectly, fully functioning human body just for me to use? I don't even know what I am. Why have you incarnated into your human body? What's the purpose for you being born into this lifetime? Do you think it was an accident? Because every single moment you're choosing to live, because you haven't stopped eating or drowned yourself in a river by now. So you're choosing to live. Why? It's got to be more than just getting a degree at university or making a little bit of money or having some good sex. It's got to be more than that. Next question. How can I be of service to humanity? Next question. What does the world need more of? I like this one. What does the world need more of? Maybe you think the world needs more environmental awareness. Maybe you think the world needs more empathy. Maybe you think the world needs more beautiful music. Maybe you think the world needs more urban planning that allows people to connect and form a greater sense of community. Maybe you think the world needs more political understanding of politics. What if I silence my fears, doubts, and worries? What does my gut tell me that I should do with my life? So now, as I've been talking, there's probably been one or two things that you know deep down in your gut that you want to do. But there's fears and doubts, like, oh, I can't do that thing, I'm not good enough. It's like, oh, I want to be a speaker, like, oh, I can't speak, I'm I don't even know big words. I'm shy in front of the camera, or I'm shy in front of an audience. How can I be a speaker? But your gut tells you, I want to be a speaker, or I want to be a musician, or I want to be a painter, or literally anything. You can literally anything that you're passionate about, even if it's stupid. I'm really passionate about origami. I love folding paper. Now, I don't think it's my deepest life purpose, but it could be if I wanted it to be. I don't think that's the most important thing for all of humanity, but since life purpose is completely made up, you can make money in this society. Understand that you can make money with literally any niche. You can do anything. We have the internet. You can monetize any passion. No passion is unmonetizable. I'm also really passionate about playing with yo-yos. If I wanted, I could practice my yo-yo every single day. I can become a yo-yo master. I can make up all the best tricks, and I can make a YouTube channel about it. Or I can make a website and I can sell books about it, or sell video courses about yo-yo tricks. You can monetize literally any passion. Maybe I'm interested in, it's snowy outside, I'm literally looking, what if I'm passionate about making snowmen? You could make a snow sculpture business in some way, maybe a YouTube channel. So understand that this idea of my passion isn't going to make me money, that's stupid bullshit, completely outdated. Maybe 100 years ago you couldn't make money by making snow forts, but now in the age of information, in the age of the internet, you can do anything. You can monetize any passion that you want. How would I live my life differently if I knew that I had $10 million and only 10 years left to live? So imagine you're gonna die in 10 years. You're just gonna die. I don't know why, you're gonna die in 10 years. But you have $10 million, so you don't have to go to work anymore. You got 10 years left to live. What would you do? How would you give to the world? Because yeah, sure, you can go on some nice vacations. You can go travel the world, go to Vietnam, Thailand, Australia. You can go anywhere. But when you're there, you're going to feel a little bit hollow. You're going to feel like you want to leave something behind, leave a legacy. What is that thing? What kind of legacy do you want to leave in the world? What do you care about doing? What are you going to do? What are you going to invest that $10 million and 10 years of your life left doing? Are you just going to keep watching TV or Netflix marathons? Are you going to keep smoking a bunch of weed until you're so high that you can't even talk anymore? Are you going to keep going to work for your boss that doesn't give a shit about you? Are you going to continue with your university degree? so that you can get some job that's going to pay you $20 an hour anyways? What are you going to do with the rest of your life if you had 10 years left to live? So it's time to wrap up this video. Just some closing remarks and some common problems people have with life purpose. Number one, first of all, if you feel like you have a vague idea of what your purpose is, but you feel like it might be the wrong one, what you want to do is you want to create a short, concise sentence that combines the impact that you want to have on the world plus your top unique ability. So mine is, I inspire people. I'm good at inspiring people. I'm good at speaking. Or I can inspire people to pursue self-mastery. Or I inspire people to raise their consciousness. Short, simple, create something like that. Maybe do a lot of these exercises in this video. I highly recommend Leo's Ultimate Life Purpose course. That personally helped me a lot. It's super comprehensive. I really liked it. It was really good. So there's no such thing as picking the wrong purpose. Because maybe you know that your purpose in 20 years might, let me rephrase this. David Data says that your life purpose is like an onion. It has layers. So maybe your outer purpose is to make a lot of money in the business world. So even if you feel deep down like that might be slimy and shallow, but you still want to do it, that is your life purpose until that layer is peeled back and you feel like you're finally completed, or you're not interested in that topic anymore, you're not interested in that path anymore. Then you can peel off that layer into a deeper layer that's more in touch with your core. Maybe you'll have a new purpose in 5 years. So don't worry about picking the wrong purpose. What you should be worried about is not picking any purpose because you're scared or because you feel like it might not be the right one, and then not taking any action and then continuing and falling back into mediocrity. That's what you should be scared of. Don't worry about picking the wrong purpose. Pick something that feels good to you, feels okay. Yeah, maybe it might not be the perfect fit or it might not be perfect, but pick it anyway. Some type of project, some type of dream, passion that you want to create. And then start chipping away at it every single day. Set goals for yourself. Envision the thing that you want. So where you want to live, how many subscribers you want to have on YouTube, or how exactly you want your business to look. Or it doesn't have to be a business, but it can just be your life purpose. What position do you want to be in your life? See that and then reverse engineer some goals. So if you see, okay, let's say it's going to take me 10 years to achieve my life purpose, then how am I going to break up that time? So maybe the first 5 years I'm going to spend learning and researching and building certain skills, specific skills, ones that you need. So if you're a painter, you need to build your painting skills. And then maybe for the next 5 years, I'm going to work on my marketing and business skills so that I can monetize and learn how to position myself and make money from the skills that I spent the first 5 years building. So that's just a loose plan. You need to be thinking about stuff like that. Yeah. So, wow, my legs really hurt. I've been standing for a while and I did leg day yesterday at the gym, so I'm in a lot of pain. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got a lot of clarity for what your life purpose might be. Stay tuned because the next video in the Understanding Masculinity series is coming out tomorrow. I'm going to be talking about certain habits, techniques that are essential for building your masculinity. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found it awesome. Subscribe, like, leave a comment, all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. I hope you have yourself an amazing life.